big beautiful world called planet Earth. I, 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 I'm stuttering, but the fact remains that, there's a lot of stuff happening in my life. And I'm not going to share every single little detail of what's happening in my life, but the main portion of my life is all about YouTube. The majority of my life is about YouTube, and it's about filming these vlogs. It's about uploading vlogs. It's about, figuring out what the next vlog is going to be, what the idea in my head is going to be about the next vlog. And every single idea that runs through my head, I go through a process. It's like a Rolodex of information of like what topics I should talk about. And there's some that are repeatable. There are some that are different than previous vlogs. There are some things that I may say that have been included in previous vlogs, but are in a different fashion or a different way. So let's just talk about this. Disney has been a part of my life for many years. I've watched Disney shows, I've watched Disney movies, I've been to Disneyland numerous times, I've been to California Adventure numerous times. Excuse me. I've been to downtown Disney in California here. Now, I have not been to Disney in Florida in a very long time. And I don't know if I will ever go back there. I may one day, but it might not be for quite a while from now. But there are so many things that are new and interesting to do Now, there's a lot of things that are very similar. There are so many different rides. I've mentioned this before. I've been on the Jungle Cruise. I've been on Indiana Jones. I've been on Pirates of the Caribbean. I've been on Splash Mountain. I've been on Space Mountain. I've been on both. Well, this would be my second time I've been on these rides. But the new Star Wars rides, the Star Tours rides, I've done that a bunch of times. And what other rides are there? I'm forgetting to mention. There's the Haunted Mansion. I've been on that ride a bunch of times. There's just so many. I've been on the Finding Nemo ride a few times. I've been on, what other rides have I been on that are, all of that stuff. I've been on the Toy Story ride. I've been on the Buzz Lightyear ride. It's just all of the rides that I've probably been on, I'm going to do again. Now, I've been on the Roger Rabbit ride. I've been on the Pinocchio ride. I've been on the Toad ride. I can't remember what it's called now. And I've been on the Storybook ride, where you go around on the little boat and you get swallowed up by the whale. It's not part of the Pinocchio ride. The Pinocchio ride is different. I think it's called Toad's Wild Ride or something like that. And then they have the Peter Pan ride. I've been on that numerous times. I don't know how many of these rides I'm actually going to be able to go on when we go next month, but I'm going to try my best to go on as many as I possibly can while we're there. And it's not just, that's not the half of it. I would like to go to downtown Disney. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go to it, but I would like to go to downtown Disney and walk around and see what they have down there. I haven't been in almost 2 years, almost 3 years now. We went in 2021. It's only been like 2 years, but the fact remains that there's a lot of stuff to do around Disneyland. I mean, other than the rides, they have merchandise, they have all of that stuff, and that's going to be a factor when we go next month. And that's not the only thing I'm doing next month. Sure, we go for a few hours, maybe even go see the fireworks that day, the day before the YouTube convention starts. I'm going to be going to the YouTube convention. They just closed everything up, so 12 p.m. on the 17th is when they announce the individuals, that people who did the meet and greet matchmaking and the creator mentorship matchmaking situation. All of that will be announced on Wednesday, which is 6 days from now, at 12 p.m. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean there's guarantee that I'm the 15 individuals that I put on my list, or the 3 creator mentorship, or 4, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, are actually going to be able to happen. I'm going to look forward to, all different types of things from that. So the Royal Countdown has begun. We're like 40 days out from Disneyland, from VidCon, from all of that fun stuff. We're just 40 days out, and it's gonna be a journey. Now, I know it's gonna sound repetitive. I know it's gonna sound like I'm repeating myself a bunch over the course of the next 40 days that we have leading up to it, but rides, adventures, journeys, all of that stuff is going to be taking place. Now, I don't know fully what's going to happen. I mean, I have an idea. I'd like to film like a couple of collaborations with fellow creators, like potentially Anthony Padilla, potentially Smosh, potentially the Merrill twins, potentially other individuals that are going to this, like Kira Corson. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Christy Carlson Romano is going to be there. And just a bunch of other individuals. Now, there's going to be people who back out because they've double booked themselves, or they just decided that they probably can't go anymore. Like, I've already seen a couple people have already backed out, like Kale Yapoche. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's 2 girls, and there's just a bunch of other individuals that could back out, or we'll just have to wait and see what happens over these next 40 days. But like I said, there's going to be people that back out. There's going to be people that it's a learning process, this whole YouTube event. And like I said, this is going to be my last one for a long, long time. So with that being said, we've got a couple birthdays to wish, so let's just dive into that. I want to wish Sabrina Carpenter a happy birthday, and I would like to wish Lena Candor a happy birthday today as well. And there's a couple birthdays tomorrow. There's one on Instagram, and there's one on YouTube. Or there's a couple on YouTube. So we'll just have to wait and see. Actually, I think it's just one on the 12th. Anyways, so basically the countdown has begun. The figuring everything out, whether it's going to the Disneyland park, whether it's going to the YouTube convention, all that stuff I'm planning on working out over the next 40 days and figuring all the details out. Seeing what they say on the matchmaking situation on Wednesday. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a waiting game right now. And so be the best version of yourself that you can be for yourself, and find your love story, because it's out there somewhere. And bye-bye. And I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. Bye-bye.